It's Canadian content to combat COVID-19.
Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking homo. Jesus Christ. I don't give a fuck if he's Canadian. It's Canadian content. Do those rules still apply? Why the fuck did you just do that? Anyway. Look at that. Maybe it'll work. It takes longer to start a video. It takes 30 minutes to an hour and a half to start a video that's 20 minutes long. It takes 7 minutes to cook this. You're all fucking retarded, in my opinion. I did have the radio on. It's not going back on for another 10 minutes now after that bullshit.
Perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the bus to ask.
Oh, I got so pissed off. The fact is, I got a couple spliffs. Yeah, I drank up there and all these things.
It's on now. The murders of life. All the fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the bus to ask kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bill. It's on now. The murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the bus to ask kids in the trap and the skill. Live by the guns, we'll make sure you die for the bills. I run at you
These are not registered trademarks, apparently.
Because killing you simple, a psychopath going through a brain relapse.
Is that why we have craft services in the movie industry?
Tell me to relax, stop and take a breath. But the only way I'll get better is by witnessing your death. You can't.
No artificial preservatives, flavors, and colors. Yeah, same great taste. You hear that? It used to be all fake shit, but it tastes the same. That's bullshit. All you people swear by this stuff.
I never know when to run. And when we face to face, you know it won't be no fun. Your end is coming here. Can't you feel it's close? Even if I die before you used to be harassed by my ghost, I'll get you any way I can, whether you wake or asleep. Just wanna see you die before I'm fucking dead in these streets. It's on now.
Oh, this is not the same way. Oh, he did have 2 bags. Right. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. That's the dark one. Alright. It's the right one.
I don't snatch chains like open throats. I don't steal trailers.
I cross smoke.
I don't write
Kill
trailers.
the alligators. Come with you like skaters. Kill all you haters.
Raw, dirty filth, call me Rome. With the silencer pointed at your dome. Offer you the last call home. One of the sickens clapping at chickens till the bits stop clicking. Toss inside and grab the next seat around my ride. Always down for homicide when the feet collide. I got enough supplies for all the haters that
Is it is?
All right, we'll start in the Octagon, and UFC is moving ahead with plans to hold 3 events next month in Jacksonville, Florida, at the 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. They will be held without a live audience, and action will start on May 9th with UFC 249. It'll be headlined by Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje for the interim welterweight championship. We'll also see bantamweight champion Henry Cejudo taking on the 22-2 Dominic Cruz. Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane is going to be a little more busier tonight. Bills have 2 picks to make.
A little more busier.
Draft get going at 7.
And they just got off the traffic report saying some of the ramps are fully closed. Fully closed.
Is guaranteed. The Houston Texans have signed left tackle Laramie Tunsil. It's a 3-year extension worth $66 million. The IIHF has come out with their rankings for the 2022.
Why are you signing contracts? You're not even in business no more.
And Canadian
are you fucking stupid?
Have been placed in a group with the U.S.
The bank let you sign that? Wow.
With the States, Germany, and China. The
Bank of America, Chase Manhattan.
Grouped with the States, Finland, Russia, and Switzerland. And the top soccer league in Holland has canceled the rest of their season over COVID-19, so the Erie Division
did not say fierce.
Will be vacant. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour, or anytime at sportsnet.ca/590.
We're 2 men and a truck.
Oh, you cocksucker.
You're moving to a
oh.
All that's left to do is to call a mover you know you can trust. Well, naturally,
I'll break it down for you.
2 men and a truck, since you know they have lots of men and...
So back in the day, baseball players used to be big famous celebrities. And then some of them got drug problems. And alcohol, there's almost all alcohol. Alcohol's a drug, period. But this is around the time they started saying that. So the man that just died of COVID-19, you're a hero. He's had dementia for 20 years, living in an old age home because of alcoholism. Your heroes. Fuck you.
Hide. Quickness on the flag. We'll make sure your two brakes tied and stay inside. A bullet hitting the temple. Blood powder should be elemental. With me, keeps me gentle. Not consumed by thinking of ways to fuck up your dentals. Record over an instrumental. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All the fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the buster ass kids in the trap hanging skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bill. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the buster ass kids in the trap hanging skill. Live by the guns, we'll make sure you die for the bills. I'm a rapist of words, skillfully diligent herds. Hate a shame and they tum through the thick of their shirt. Perfected linguist with demonic linguistics. Leave a pentagram life and I don't really give a shit. So cynically simple, that's forgiveness to be. But ain't nobody giving two shits about my state of being. I pepper shots and drive-bys on a Catholic school. Hear the screams and boom blasts from the picks of my tools. No escaping the hearty grip from the frozen heart of my chest. I flex a step and snap next in the short of a sec. You push me, I push beyond the limits of pushing back. A veteran cat, desensitized from the things in the past.
Steroids and drugs.
Ain't no one here to help you stand. We all victims of the conversation from the sins of man. It's getting worse.
Holiday.
From the end, from the start. Figure your way out or come and join me up in the dark. It's on now.
When I was a kid, the stories were always about some fucking famous baseball players crashed a boat. Oh. Fucking
Make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All the fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap in the skill. Live by the guns, so make sure you die for the bills.
All right,
it's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the busted ass kids in the trap in the skill. Live by the gun, and we'll make sure you die for the bills. It's on now. We committed murders of life. All your fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life.
Brown and green.
All the busted ass kids in the trap in the skill. Live by the guns, so make sure you die
brown
for
or
the bills.
green and green. I guess if I want to be keeping up like a little free little skinny, let's roll the skinniest fucking white people joint we could roll. Skinniest little white people joint. Yes, I'm poking fun at you white people. Yes, I am. By the way, these baseball greats weren't allowed to play against black people. I don't consider it to be a real competition. But of all the people allowed in the competition, you might have been the best.
Nigga, what it is? Nigga, what it done? Talking all that shit, man, ain't even stepped in the paint. You niggas be trying
You
to
ain't even stepped in the paint.
All that noise like we driving in the tank. Got a couple of ready when they see you, they gon' prank. Playing with the real steppers when we spot you, we gon' snap. They gon' get your ass wet, and I ain't talking about the same. Got the AK-47, and when I shoot her, I don't blink. We ain't really give a fuck. Yeah, I'm totally tough. Tell me I'm gon' bust. I just wanna fuck. I don't want the cup. Like what's up? Come with better chip before the shit get real. Got the shooters down the deal. Jump off you just like a bitch. When I pull up at that nigga squad, hop out like what's the deal? Nigga fuck with me, I'm gonna kill you all like a grill. I don't really give a fuck. I just shoot him off with a stick. And nigga fuck with me, I'm gonna spit him down and let him rip. I'm just running around town.
And supposedly it's real cheese, which means it's industrial milk, which means it's from the United States, which means it contains bovine growth hormone. It's not labeled.
I got the chopper, best believe you gon' be lame.
I see my teeth go in the dark.
We gon' live valley frames it. Got them drinkers, got them choppers, yeah, we spraying shit. Yeah, and you know I got the Mac, niggas send fucking addict. We can shoot away you rap. Got so down the blow, down the pole in your cap. You be on the go, but when it's slow, we gon' tap. We gon' tap. And that's for sure, y'all. You gon' get smacked. You already know, y'all. She fuck with me, cause I'm a soldier. And I keep that 40 tuck like I'm a soldier.
Yo, check this out. It's the good, man. It's the good. You could put that on your gums if you want. You can put that on your tongue if you want. Look, it's got the seal, bro. That's how you know it's the good shit.
Nigga, you can't hang cause you a fucking lame. And if I catch you sleeping, we gon' shoot you in your fucking brain. We ain't aiming at nothing, but you don't. Like, nigga, leave me alone before I hop out with a plane. Get all these hundreds, nigga, I don't need no loan. And if you rapping with no action, we gon' pull us to your home. Man, y'all ain't ready for this shit.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
You feel me, man? Shout out to everybody out here, Palm Beach, you feel me? Straight easy on this bitch.
Contactless essential services. Just watch and wave to us through the window.
Just watch and wave through the window. No, you watch, nigga. You wave through my window. This is a good problem, for real. No, see, I got this done faster than that shit. Getting this on. Oh, there's a Navy ship infected. Oh, what else is that? You heard about the Dutch soccer club. The baseball player. I told you to hear. I'm telling you about the baseball player. The oldest fucking school smokers from Partner are all the fucking way up here looking for shit. That is crazy. That is crazy. It's not unheard of. It's just, why are they all the way up here? Did these niggas give you people to fucking deliver? On credit if they had to. They've been smoking that long. I don't know how they live that long, but they do. This is low rise. They're elected low rise. Oh, I've adjusted where the camera sits so many fucking times over the last, what, 5, 6, 7. When did I start this? I've been doing this 7 fucking years on this one. What? Not on this camera, but... Yeah, these bastards here, they don't pay nothing for these, so you guys throw them on the ground. You dummies go after the glass on purpose, even though it's the lowest fucking amount of money you can get. You drop it everywhere because you're assholes, and you leave it there. I see you smashing open garbage cans looking for empties, knowing there ain't gonna be none in there. Oh, there's a strip club and a church. Guess where there's gonna be no empties? Right there, Virgin. You smashing open the garbage cans. You're a fucking genius. Dropping the bottles everywhere.
Largest class ever earlier this week with more than 23,000 people streaming it from home. And of course, Pelton sells exercise bikes, including cycles and treadmills. And
of course, I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember.
So everyone,
of course, we all know who makes exercise bikes because it's the fucking, it's 1978 over there. And everybody's trying to get in health and fucking stop the coke and cigarettes. And I just smoke weed and drink now. I'm good.
The previous record for Peloton was something like 19,000 people. So this is a big record.
Peloton stock closing at $31.74 US. Another big
they are publicly traded. Holy
entertainment, jumping 14.6% on the heels of well-received earnings yesterday.
What's your portfolio based on? Oh, exercise bikes. What, you fucking stupid?
The coronavirus in the company's conference call. Of course, WWE has been deemed an essential service in Florida.
allowing the company
Because
to
it keeps
continue
people at
some
home
matches
watching
without
TV.
fans
It's that
present.
simple.
Nobody's fans,
Because
but,
they do live events
games on
and
history
TV.
today, the TN's
Baseball
up
doesn't. The rest of you don't seem to figure out how to
167
do that.
points.
Eh? No, we
To
can't do that.
14,418. It's
We
down
can't do that.
14.5% on the year. It was a little changed on the week. On Wall Street, the Dow today up 260
They're
points.
signing $66 million contracts with baseball players that are never going to play again.
S&P gained
You got 2 years off, Brendan.
today.
You ain't going to be in
Nasdaq was
shape
up
for 66
139
bucks.
points.
66
Oil
million next
continuing
year.
to come back after being pummeled earlier in the week. Texas tea at $16.94 the barrel. Gold at $1,735. The yellow metal was up 2% on the week. Canadian dollar at 70.89 cents US. This is 680 News.
You've suffered from anxiety and depression during this pandemic, and now your claim for disability is denied. My name is Aaron Robinson, and during this pandemic, we are open and working for our clients from our homes. If your disability claim is denied for any reason, call me at 416-661-4878 or pound LTD on your cell phone. And before you call, you should always remember that there are no bad questions. 416-661-4878 or pound.
Well, I have to take a shit and there's no Tim Hortons open in your office. I come to your house. That's a bad question.
And a high contrast DuPont.
It's not making you money. It's a bad question.
Blade. Plus, it comes in a high impact resistant case. When every quarter-inch matters, these tapes are designed with your job in mind.
Oh, when every quarter-inch
Block
matters.
tapes, built for the trades. Available only at Canadian Tire stores across Canada. Find out
I don't
more
know what the
at
fuck happened over here. They haven't mentioned it,
ruintools.ca.
but there were fire
In
trucks
downtown
and a
Toronto,
bus.
sitting at 7 degrees with a partly cloudy sky. This is All News Radio CFTR, 680 News Time, 11 o'clock.
So, hey, 11 o'clock.
For breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is 680 News, Toronto.
Here are Scott Burnett and Christine Ritchie.
Good evening. This is Friday, April 24th.
Here's what's
What was
making
it,
news
4,
this
5,
hour.
6 years ago? That coffee shop was 24/7.
To come up with the plan to
We
restart
used to have 4
Toronto
payphones,
after
now
the
we got 2.
pandemic. We needed 2 people steeped in experience. One of them was in charge of the Pan Am Games.
Oh yeah, we had 2 sets of 2. We didn't just have payphones, we had 2 sets of 2. Redundant shit around
with
there.
COVID-19 outbreaks
They
are
don't
not
fuck around
receiving
around
extra staff support, and that has family members that are lost, wondering what can be done for their loved ones.
Listen to all the military shit you're gonna
in
hear.
North York Uber Eats saying an issue with Google Maps and their ordering app has led to canceled deliveries.
Your app is based on Google Maps. You are retarded. Where the fuck do you people come from? Google Maps don't know Toronto. You no wonder your food is cold by the time you get it.
Events have been scheduled for next month in Jacksonville, and more buzz about
No, I didn't know that. How would I know that
when
when I know better than to use an app to get food delivered by somebody that is not a professional food handler or driver and isn't from here? It isn't being paid by the hour. Who the fuck?
For emergency
Get the
relief.
fuck out of here.
Business at 26.
680 News Time, 11:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Craig Gear.
He's bringing my food and he's starving. No.
Just taking a look at all of our routes, and it is the busiest night on the road of the week. Friday night.
The way we do things, if you work with food, you get some of it. You deliver food, you get some of it. You serve beer, you get some of it.
Essential need to be on the road, moving our goods around, because we have some slow spots. Eastbound 401, they're doing work again as you approach the 427 in the express. Just the left lane is open through this construction zone again, so it is starting to slow down as you
I don't know how I stay with trees and cigarettes. I really don't know. It keeps coming
it's
my
not
way.
quite jammed up from south of the airport like we were seeing earlier in the week, but it might get to that point. But the big problem is on the eastbound 401, Morningside to Brock Road, the express lanes have been shut down, and then they
I
were
would
doing
really like to
construction
find out
yet
where my
again from
chops
Port
can
Union in the collectors. And once you make your way east of Port
That
Union
bugs
and
me more
get
than all this
inside
weird racism
construction
shit. Everything
zone,
else,
you
where are
only
my
have a
chopsticks?
right lane open. So basically, you're taking all lanes of the express and collectors and funneling everybody into a single right lane through Port Union in the collectors, and that's causing a huge delay from approaching Port Union and this construction zone. Kingston Road's a really good alternate. Kingston over to White's Road, jump back on the highway, and it might save you some time. Westbound 401 collectors shut down. Nielsen to
If they
West
close that much of the road, they put up signs that say
the
construction
express
zone,
to
not
collector transfer
70
to
or some
404 has
shit.
been closed. Avenue to
Go
west
from
of the
130 to
Allen,
70, there's going to be a delay.
lanes there. southbound Avenue ramp to the West 401's closed here because of that. And the north and south Allen ramps onto the West 401 blocked off for maintenance. Dufferin ramps to the highway as well. Eastbound King Road ramp to the southbound 400 shut down. Won't be able to pick up your coffee or top up the tank at the Maple en route on the southbound 400 until at least midnight. These ramps to and from the Maple en route are closed until tomorrow morning at midnight. The ramps to and from Test Dinner are also blocked off because of construction. Buy with confidence at Queensway Hyundai, now offering purchase from home solutions, 6-month payment deferral, and concierge services. Here to service the community. Visit queenswayhyundai.ca. Your next report is at 11:11, and with the forecast, here's Natasha Ramsahai.
Skies gradually clearing overnight tonight. We are waking up to sunshine and 2 degrees.
What that cost you? $1.25 and a penny's worth of electricity and water.
As well. We'll have a mix of sun and cloud in the afternoon with that high of 13 degrees.
What would that cost you in a store? They even sell you the little tiny fucking cups are like $3 or something.
Degrees at the partly cloudy sky. 680 News Time, 11:04.
Two former big bosses will be leading the city of Toronto's plan to get back to business safely when the pandemic starts to fizzle out.
Listen to this thing.
Mark Douglas joins us with the latest from Mayor Tory.
Now in charge of the Toronto Office of Recovery and Rebuild is
We're from RAR. We're from the TORAR. Get out the fucking way.
I'm confident that he can.
This is my mom's house. We need a no subway station. Get out the way.
He will be working hand in glove, says the mayor, with Dr. David Mowat, a former Chief Medical Officer of Health of Ontario,
who has worked on emergencies such as SARS, H1N1.
I don't know what this has to do with wontons. Wontons
as the city approached Rafi and Mowat to take on these leadership roles.
Yeah, wonton is not just a full name for soup. It's the fucking
we needed
part
two
of the
people
soup.
steeped in experience in Mr. Rafi's case in very detailed sort of organizational planning, and we couldn't take away any of our very capable, for example, deputy city managers to do that because they've got their hands full. And then we needed somebody to allow Dr. Davila to continue to concentrate on managing the public health emergency.
And as for a deadline for their plan to restart
skinny little white people on us. The bigger one in the second.
And the actual implementation, though nobody knows the date of, because that's really dependent on how well we all do.
Oh, you got $100 in your Uber Eats account or whatever the. Lucky you. You live in North York, you're starving.
Province's plan and criteria for reopening the economy. Premier Doug Ford made the announcement at his daily COVID briefing this afternoon.
Early next week, we'll be releasing our framework for reopening Ontario's economy. It will provide a gradual and measured approach to opening up.
Ford says the health and safety of residents will always come first.
680 News Time, 11:05. Happening now. Uber Eats is having some problems with deliveries tonight. A caller to our tip line says her restaurant could not.
Oh, the traffic tips line about that.
To deliver orders.
They didn't say the caller hotline. They said the tips. That's two different things.
Unavailable for delivery. Several people have voiced their frustrations on Twitter about the lack of deliveries.
Call up the restaurant.
To Uber via Twitter, and they responded saying there is a known problem with Google Maps causing their app to crash, and they're working to fix the issue as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. You knew it was a problem, but you didn't fix it until now.
We're honored in an online vigil with tributes and music tonight. Madison Fitzpatrick of 680 News has more on the somber.
Well, enough of that. No, we were going to listen to the news. Yeah, we're a news station, but we're going to keep force-feeding white people music down your throat. So you know. Look at the fuck you guys, buddy. I'm here to bury your bodies. You're not fucking listening.
And you are not alone.
The investigation continues as the RCMP say a violent domestic assault could have triggered the murderous rampage. The shooter managed to escape.
It doesn't make sense. His wife beat him up and he went.
Say they were
the domestic assault triggered.
Came out of hiding and provided details to officials.
What he did triggered what he did. That makes a lot of sense.
680 News Time, 11:07. We now know which 5 long-term care homes will soon have a military presence at their doors.
In 7 communities. Hold on a second.
Deployed to help fight several COVID outbreaks. You can see the list at 680news.com. Meantime, here's 680's Roman Qureshi.
If you look at Ontario's total deaths from COVID-19, 75% of them come from long-term care homes, with outbreaks at 143 of those homes. The province is now deploying the military to help out at some of the hardest hit homes in Scarborough, Pickering, Etobicoke, North York, and Brampton. Minister of Long-Term Care, Dr. Marilee Fullerton, explains how the province decided which homes will get the military help.
We've been really monitoring very carefully the status of all our homes and looking at who is in greatest need. The staffing appears to be the main area of severe concern right now, and that is a major part of how we've determined to go with these 5 homes.
The province hit a new daily record high with 640 confirmed new cases of COVID-19.
We're going to send the staff to the places that need the staff the most. Oh, wow. This is why public health ain't in charge of this shit. The army is. Because you're fucking stupid.
Family members are wondering when their loved ones will be getting extra help.
Oh, you went to school in English and still can't form the sentence without making everybody think you're talking shit.
The chair of the Family Council for Darcy Home near Dundas and McCall. Nearly a quarter of its residents have now died. The majority of those remaining are sick, including Helen's 111-year-old grandmother, one of the province's oldest residents. She says staffing levels at the home are down to 20%, and there's no sign of reinforcement. Even the previous so-called SWAT teams, reassigned hospital workers have been few and far between.
I did see 2 people from Mount Sinai, and then when they left, I said, so does that mean we're going to be getting our SWAT team soon? And there was no response from them.
The home is also short of many critical supplies. Lee doesn't think
no response. If you get no response, that's your answer in Canada.
They're still hoping more workers will arrive soon.
Toronto, government, pay attention. Ontario, no response. This is all military. Pay attention.
You know, things like that.
I'm Alex Bloomfield.
It has to be we're going to get a SWAT team, and there was no response.
Now the
Yeah,
680
you were right.
gas price update. Edpro breaks the price at the pumps. Going to go up 1 cent.
Oh, I know. The Americans say we can neither confirm nor deny. Well, in Canada, if we can't do either, we just don't say anything.
60 seconds, traffic and weather together on the ones.
680 News Time, 11:10.
In times like these, shouldn't your money work even harder for you? We think so. That's why at Duca Credit Union, you get no-fee checking accounts. You also get high interest on deposits and investments, and low mortgage rates. Plus, you get to share in the profits. That's the Duca difference.
I want the
And now,
provincial
get rates as
maximum
low
of
as 2.49% on a 5-year fixed mortgage when you switch to Duca. Find out how at mortgage.duca.com. Do more, be more, achieve more with Duca Credit Union.
Oh, yeah, the mafia is so entrenched here. In order to keep them at bay, we have the lottery, the sports gaming, we have UFC now.
Risking their lives on a
And we set the maximum interest for loans at 62%, so you can be legal
come together to launch the Frontline
and licensed, instead of letting the mafia run it all by themselves.
healthcare workers with additional supplies.
That's how
support,
crazy this
and
province is.
research funding to fight COVID-19. Support Canada's Frontline by donating now. Frontlinefund.ca.
680 News Time, 11:11.
Traffic and weather together on the ones. Craig here.
This report is brought to you by your local Ontario Subaru dealers, and still with heavy delays here because of construction. So it's not too bad as you approach the 427 on the eastbound 401 in the express. They're working in the 3 right lanes, so not a lot of room. You only have the left lane as you approach the 427. It's slower than highway speeds through this construction zone, but the big problem...
Well, technically, whatever speed you're doing on the highway is highway speed.
All the way over to the merge at Brock Road. And then inside of the collectors, where everyone needs to get funneled into, at Port Union, they begin their construction. And they leave you with just 1 lane. So it's basically taking... the entire 401 eastbound.
They leave you with just one lane.
A single lane. And we're looking at heavy delays from approaching Port Union in the collectors here on the eastbound 401. Kingston Road, really
Why
good
you people out right now
alternate.
anyway?
On at Whites Road. If you do end up taking this alternate, let me know, star 680, how long it takes you to get from Kingston to Whites Road and back on the highway. Westbound 401, Nielsen to west of Brimley, the collectors have been shut down for maintenance, so all the ramps in between are also closed. Avenue to west of the Allen in the collectors, crews are occupying the 2 right lanes. Southbound Avenue ramp to the west 401 is closed here because of that, and we have both the north and southbound Allen ramps to the west 401 closed, the Dufferin ramps as well. The ramps to and from the Maple en route on the southbound 400 are closed. Yeah, no coffee fill-ups tonight until tomorrow morning at midnight. That's when the MTO is saying they'll reopen this ramp. We'll let you know when it does.
Tomorrow morning,
ramp to the south 400
thank
is
you for
also
making that
closed, and the
simple,
ramps to and
Brethren.
from Teston are blocked just for routine
I do believe he means in 21 hours.
Subaru dealerships are standing by and ready to help with your essential automotive needs. Keep taking care of each other, and Subaru will take care of you. Your next report is at 11:21. A check of the forecast now with Natasha Ramza. Hi.
We are going to get rid of the cloud cover overnight tonight. Temperatures dropping to 2 degrees. A slight wind chill of -1 in the morning. Lots of sunshine.
I get drunk, I start telling black women that I'm
It's a pretty pleasant day.
blood
A
and
high
sickle
13
cell.
degrees. That'll be a little cooler near
Starting
the lake.
conversations,
And
I don't know where I'm
Sunday,
going with it.
mainly cloudy skies. A high of 13 degrees, but it's going to feel cooler because we've got a bit more cloud and we've got a stronger east-northeast wind up to 40 kilometers per hour. There is a slight chance of some scattered showers through the morning along the South GTA, but I think the best chance will really be Hamilton to Niagara Falls. Overnight tonight, we're down to a low of 2 degrees. And right now in downtown Toronto, 7 degrees with a partly cloudy sky. 680 News Time, 11:13.
Warm up those pipes. Famed composer Andrew Lloyd Webber launching a virtual competition that could see you singing on Broadway when musicals return to the stage.
No, I'm not interested. And after this story will be the sports. So. Now tell me the world is not military minded when I got 100, these come 150 bottoms, 150 tops in a box. I know. I'll show you the picture later, the video later. This holds exactly enough space for the Kraft Dinner and what, a little bit more on top or not to spill or whatever. Enough to flip the lid upside down, approximately. But when I measured, if you weigh out the pasta and the cheese sauce, it actually adds up to what it says on the box. It didn't used to, it does now. Oh, oh yeah, I fucking measured before and I measured later.
Now you know that random black guy. Ain't no fucking battle rapper. Ain't no fucking good rapper.
You know me, I spent 50 cents. I would get for $1 2 of these Vita pasta. Paid $1.25 for this after 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Oh, the dollar store shut today. My bad. So does the grocery store. Well, this is $2.29.
You're trying for trash, bro. Man, when I see that guy, I'm a faithful such shit. I'm not him or some shit from how whack he is, man. Yeah, you already know, real black, man. I'm fuck with that cat. Man, I got whack as fuck, bro. What the fuck you saying, man?
Yeah. What is that smell? It smells like pussy coming from the days of hell. Yeah. What is that smell? It smells like pussy coming from the days of hell. Yeah. What is that smell? It smells. Yeah. What is that smell? It smells. Yeah. What is that smell? It smells like.
And what I'm doing is supposedly against manners. I'm supposed to do it this way for some reason. I don't know why. It's in the books. White people manners.
What are these types? This type, but what are they too scared to fight? Man, whose daddy is this? Always dropping my fucking bag. Whose daddy is this? Yeah.
I'm a caddy, driving the caddy, getting the bag, pushing the bag goes out the window up the caddy.
I'm feeling disgusting. I'm too lazy to claim this is human combustion. The drug addiction, rough like gifted, help I'm clicking these bangers. Going through dirt with these rounds like a town or wrangler. Was a battle rapper, but wasn't really great at the time. But the game must take focus one stake at a time. Yeah, bitches.
Well, 8 days with no symptoms now? For real? Holy fuck, that was fucked up.
A bad dude on the mic.
It's a small fish
So
pie.
rude on the mic. Fucking buffoons give me food. I fucking chew them on sight. Do what I gotta do to prove that I'm right. I did my dirt, man. I ain't losing my sight. But it's time to take it higher. Ride the fire. I'm a ghost rider. When it comes to bars, don't look far. I'm the known supplier. I'm fucked up like that methadone. Burying these rappers nowadays. I gotta say, bro, I got it set in stone. What is that smell? It smells like pussy coming from the days of hell. Yeah. What are these types? This type is tight, but what are they too scared to fight? Man, whose daddy is this? Always dropping my fucking bag. Daddy is this? Yeah. I was feeling good when I was all down. Bet you pussies not laughing now. Wow. fuck lecture the basement. Wax round behind y'all the type to write a statement. Caught him slacking, I've been running out of patience. Went to dust my mic and I brought it back to the basics. I've been aiming
a little tiny bug makes a blood spatter like a half-inch across, eh? Comes an inch across, eh? That's what I do to all you parasites, eh? That's why I keep showing you me doing it. Oh, also, because the bastards that brought them in here, I'm just showing you, they can't actually feed on me, right? You caused me so much grief. You proved to the whole world I got sickle cell. Thank you. I thought you were going to be more psychologically insane than go to the psycho. Bugs? You let a bug bother you? You're a bug. I'm going to kill all of you. I'm going to do it better than what you're trying to do to me. Military history of the Micmac people. Known to kidnap, torture, maim, disfigure, retard, roll faces off. We'll leave you where we find you. I'm not dragging your ass back to the woods. Sit down, look the other way.
I was feeling good when I was all down. Bet you pussy not laughing down.
Oh, you're not gonna take your girl and your kids off now. We're just gonna kill you. We're not Lakota or Sioux or whatever. We're not the Lakota or whatever fucking.
Shout out to my DJ's pod too. At 1995, you know what I'm saying? We're finna kick some freestyle fun, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with my nigga MC Spade, Mr. K, New West, you know what I'm saying? We finna bump like this here. Check it out.
That Kim was alive and well and would likely make an appearance.
This is actually sports.
Hashtag Lysol and hashtag Lysol, rather hashtag don't drink the bleach, trending on Twitter in Toronto.
I'm a child witness to suicide. I watched the man who drank bleach and what happens after. The whole bottle, not a little fucking drop. The 5-liter bottle.
The president is now
Not the 3 liter, the 5 liter.
of his earlier suggestion.
What's a crimson color bleach you never seen before turn clear?
Regardless, the makers of Lysol are warning people to never administer disinfectant products into the body following a social media frenzy on the subject. Eugene Levin, Chief Strategy Officer of SEM Rush, says online searches for Lysol have increased dramatically right here in Canada.
So for Lysol, we see more than 300% increase since Sunday.
The online visibility management platform also found an increase in searches for coronavirus and sun as a possible cure, something Trump also seemingly suggested could be used to fight COVID-19 and later denied.
Ultraviolet light kills everything. It kills everything.
680 News, it's 11:20. The EU
says cops mouthing off me about my glasses. Why are you wearing glasses? The sun's not up, buddy. It's 11 in the morning. You're telling me the sun's not up. I can see it right. Oh, it's not bright. Oh, the sun just isn't bright today. We're going blind, but I'm not, buddy.
The UK failed to engage
smart-ass racist white people.
On these topics. It argued that our positions are too far apart to reach an agreement.
Fast approaching a June deadline where a decision is required on whether to extend the talks. I'm Tom Rivers at the ABC News Foreign Desk in London.
Well, today is the second day of Ramadan, and in the city of New York, the municipality has announced plans to donate 500,000 halal meals to Muslims during the holiday. More than 22% of American Muslims reside in New York City. Mayor Bill de Blasio saying one of Ramadan's most noble callings is to feed the hungry. Most of the meals will be available at school sites, with 100,000 of them available through community organizations. 680 News Time, 11:21. Traffic and weather together on the ones.
Oh, you don't know the difference between a Muslim and a Sikh? I can't help you, bro, because if you're that ignorant, I'm not going to help you figure out which one is which, because you're probably going to attack the first one to see it.
From Morningside all the way to where the Express and Collectors merge at Brock Road. The express lanes are shut down, so you're going to get forced into the Collectors.
You call them filthy Arabs, they just
trying to find crews working in the Express and, a reason why they're closed. I'm sure they have a reason. I just haven't spotted any work happening in the Express right now. But you're funneled into the Collectors.
You can't even get away with taking a fucking piss break without somebody knowing it is problem.
And then from there, they funnel you down to a single right lane as you approach White's Road.
You smoke a joint on your lunch break. You make the fucking newspapers. Not the way to the newspaper.
From approaching Port Union, about just past Kingston Road. Kingston Road is actually a really good alternate. Get off at Kingston here, take Kingston over to White's Road, jump back on the eastbound 401. Traffic spotters are telling me 3 to 5 minutes, as opposed to what looks like it could be 35 minutes or more. Westbound 401, Nielsen to west of Brimley, the collectors have been shut down for maintenance, so all the ramps to and from are also blocked off. At the 404, the express to collector transfer has been shut down. Southbound Avenue Road ramp to the west 401, that's closed as well. Northbound, southbound Allen ramps to the highway, westbound 401 shut down, as well as the Dufferin ramps. Eastbound Finch ramp to the northbound 400 closed. Eastbound King Road ramp to the southbound 400 shut down. No access to the Maple Lawn route just yet. Those ramps should reopen around midnight.
I
and then the
estimated
ramps to and
correctly.
from the
Thank
southbound
you.
400 and Tessin are also closed for routine maintenance. Mazda of Toronto is adapting to your needs. Right now, enjoy purchase from Home Solutions, payment deferral, and more. Visit Ontario's #1 Mazda volume dealer at MazdaofToronto.com. Your next report is at 11:31. And check the forecast now. Here's Natasha Ramza. Hi.
We have a decent weekend on tap with seasonal temperatures tonight with clearing skies down to a low of 2 degrees, and we're going to shoot back up to 13 degrees through the afternoon with a mix of sun and cloud. Now, it's going to feel a little cooler near the lake as that east wind continues. On Sunday, it's also gusty out of the east-northeast, up to about 40 kilometers per hour. So that wind, plus mainly cloudy skies, is going to make our high of 13 degrees feel cooler on Sunday, and there is a slight chance for showers in Toronto, better chance out through the west and really Hamilton to Niagara. Monday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 11 degrees, and that starts off another week of below seasonal temperatures. Tonight, we're down to a low of 2 degrees.
It's going to be nice and sunny everywhere except the west end. It's going to be minus 40 with rain and hail and snow and freezing rain and sleet.
Well, who knows how long? Let's take stock. TV? Check. Snacks? Yep. Couch? You better believe it. What about a con artist, food scientist, a walrus whisperer, and one of the biggest documentary film festivals in the world? No? Well,
I want you to consider something about this Kraft Dinner I just bought. I'm going to tell you where it came from.
Premieres and new docs every week without ever leaving the couch. Hot Docs at Home on CBC. Thursdays at 8 on CBC and CBC Gem.
Darren and Mo's Pay Your Bills contest
On 98.1
CHFI.
Rent is a lot more than I expected it to be.
We want to look after that.
So as long as you keep getting bills, we'll keep paying them.
I appreciate it. You guys are so much for people you don't understand.
Enter to have Darren and Mo pay your bills by uploading a photo of your bill to CHFI.com.
Then listen for us to call your name weekdays at 8 and 4 for your chance.
Okay, Kraft Dinner. Now, I know why the man's selling Kraft Dinner instead of Eat Up Pasta. It's a convenience store, and fucking you can play it one of two ways, right? You can sell the cheap brand for regular price. You can sell the regular brand at a marked up brand. $1.25. Okay, you could have got $2.25 for that. $2.50, $3. The Hasty Market, I bet, is charging $2.25 for a Mr. Noodles. Okay, not actual pasta and cheese sauce, just Mr. Noodles with the MSG shit, no cheese. So it's a convenience store or market, whatever. I asked the guy how much the little snack things, the peanut brittle are. 50 cents. Hold on. I take one of the quarters from the counter and one of the peanut brittles, and so I just spend $1.75. I give him the fucking Naval Cannon Toonie. 2016 Naval Cannon Toonie. Never seen that before till today. It's not meant for me to save. It's meant for me to circulate, so everybody gets the point. Everybody spend. We all do the same thing with our coins. Then. That's why we don't really have proof sets in Canada. You can get proof sets, but the collectors don't get them. The collectors collect from what they get in their change. Anyway. The peanut brittles are this big. I should have kept the package. I threw it out. Little tiny plastic. There's almost no fucking material. The box is like this big. The markup on a peanut brittle that I bought with the loose change after I made my main purchase was bigger. He made more money selling me the stupid little peanut brittle than this. And he knows it because he's got 2 fucking boxes with like 200 of the fucking things. He's only got 6 boxes of KD. He knows what he's doing. But you think we all stupid when it comes to business. Oh, you thought, no, don't buy the stupid little snacks. That's just to get your money. Yes and no. Yeah, he's in business. But it's peanut brittle. The only downside is if you're allergic. Well, I don't give a fuck. I needed that energy to get back home so I could fucking cook this shit.
Also accepting RVs and truck donations. Have a business
report, Richard Southern.
Good evening. Stocks held steady in the Friday trade as exchanges closed out what was a bit of a tumultuous week. The TSX today up 167 points, adding 1.1% to 14,418. It was a pretty flat week for the Toronto market. TSX pretty much unchanged for the week. Wall Street moved lower on the week, but higher today. The Dow up 260 points to 23,775. S&P up 1.4%, and the Nasdaq up 1.6%. Traders looked at Washington where they
when the
found some
cops fucking stop me and ask what's in my pockets, I say I don't fucking know. I'm not even joking. You could ask smart. You get the same answer. You be the smart one. Why don't you fucking go through them and find out yourself?
32% for the week on a whole.
I say that after I already do it. After they're already doing it.
Included Intel.
Never
before. Close higher by 0.3% after reporting better than expected earnings. After the close last night, it didn't appear to be impacted by a report by Bloomberg News, which said that Apple is developing its own chips for its desktop computers rather than using processors made by Intel. Apple stock, by the way, up 2.8% to $282 a share. Boeing stock fell 6.3%.
The last time Apple did anything useful, they were on G4s and G5s, quad cores.
The expected return of its troubled 737 MAX.
22 years later, the computers are the same speed. Really?
Really? To Ottawa now, where the federal government says it has paid out $22
I haven't seen a laptop get any better in 8 fucking years. It's the same fucking computer I bought 8 years ago.
Due to the economic fallout from COVID-19. It says there have been
it's got a new trademark name. That's why it costs more.
Applications for the $2,000 a month Canada Emergency Response Benefit. Canadian dollar up
5 million tons.
Lower today, down slightly to 70.89 cents US.
However you want to break it
60
down.
seconds away, right here on 680 News.
As an essential service, Roto-Rooter wants you to know that they remain ready to help you with any of your drain, plumbing, or disinfection needs. Thank you for understanding as they take preventative measures.
$10 million a month, eh?
Holy. Contact them at
16 weeks for my 10.40 billion.
I know what it's like to be isolated, away from friends and family.
No $220 bills.
It's hard.
Picture that a billion times over.
Even if you're not feeling sick, you can still be infected with COVID-19 and pass it to others. Your actions.
You just gave everybody in India $40 equivalent.
Visit canada.ca/coronavirus.
But I'm in Canada. I can make my own work. I'm allowed to.
You can help stop this pandemic.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Downtown Toronto right now, partly cloudy and 7 degrees. 6 degrees over at Pearson International Airport. 680 News is CMTR AM Toronto. Listen 3, 4, 5 times a day and always be in the know. 680 News time at the sound of the
you don't know how
tones,
small the capillaries in the palms of your hand are, eh? How many nerve endings you got there? I can feel blood cells exploding and being pushed out through the skin, eh?
Here are Scott Burnett and
Motherfucker.
Christine Ritchie. Good evening. This is Friday, April 24th.
Here's what's making news right now. Who is in charge of rebuilding Toronto after COVID-19?
The best 1-2 punch you could possibly find.
We'll tell you who the mayor has chosen for that job.
And Premier Ford says next week the province will issue a plan for reopening the economy. Canadians virtually coming together
Opening, as if they closed it. No, starting, because it stalled would be the correct. It didn't stall, so they can't say that either. Motherfucker, that's itchy.
People in North York looking to order in are out of luck. Uber Eats says it's having app problems, and now it appears could be more widespread than just North York.
The NFL draft continued with a pair of Canucks being picked.
My bad. I should have said something. If that problem is happening right now there, it could also happen everywhere, pretty much any time. That sort of an issue.
You know what's happening.
You're using Google Maps? Are you fucking retarded?
680 News time, 10:30.
They don't even tell us where to get the information from.
Here's Frank here.
This report is brought to you by Lowe's. So if you're stuck in this construction delay, massive slowdowns on the eastbound 401, let's play I Spy. I spy with my little eye. No construction workers in the closed express lanes. Not sure where they are or why the express lanes are closed. I'm sure there's a reason for it. There must be, right? So anyway, express lanes are shut down on the eastbound 401.
Like you ask why.
So they get taken away from Morningside all the way to the merge at Brock Road. And so you're funneled into the
this is just normal to me. Are the traffic reports in your city like this? I don't think so.
Union, where they funnel you down to a single right lane. So we're taking the entire width of the eastbound 401, both express and collectors, and you're getting shoved into one single lane as you make your way approaching White's Road. Once you do get into that single lane, it does pick up a little bit, but it's just the bottleneck of getting everybody into there. We're seeing delays from the Kingston Road exit on the eastbound 401 approaching Port Union, and just off the phone with another traffic spotter. 4 minutes to take Kingston Road over to Whites Road and bypass this construction. So do that. Westbound 401, collectors are shut down Nielsen to west of Brimley, so all the ramps in between are also closed off. At the 404, the express to collector transfer has been shut down. Avenue to west of the Allen, and in the collectors, they're in the 2 right lanes working away. Southbound Avenue ramp to the highway is also closed, and both the Allen ramps onto the westbound 401 shut down as well, too. Dufferin ramps to the west 401 shut down for maintenance. Eastbound King Road ramp to the southbound 400 is closed, and the ramps to and from the southbound 400 and the Maple On Route Service Center still shut down. Those should reopen around midnight is what we're hearing, and the ramps to and from Teston are blocked. To help you stay safe and at home, Lowe's is offering free parcel shipping and curbside pickup with online purchases at Lowe's.ca. Your next report is at 11:41. Let's check the forecast now with Natasha Ramsahai.
Clearing skies tonight, down to 2 degrees for the low. If you have to head out and walk the dog in the morning, you'll meet a wind chill right around -1. And then the afternoon, a little bit of cloud cover, but staying dry with a high of 13 degrees, which is seasonal for this time of year. Tonight, we're dropping to a low of 2 degrees.
How much rain?
Downtown Toronto, partly cloudy and 7 degrees. 6 news time, 11:33.
So, how do you get a huge city like Toronto back up and running post-pandemic? Mayor Tory announcing today he has 2 experts ready to build a master plan.
680's Mark Douglas has details on who is leading this project.
Now in charge of the brand new Toronto Office of Recovery and Rebuild is the former CEO of Toronto's Pan Am Games, Saad Rafi. And Rafi will be guided by former Ontario Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. David Mowat.
In these 2 individuals, I can tell you that we have found the best 1-2 punch you could possibly find to make sure we have the best plan, the most well-thought-through plan, and the plan that is going to protect health at one and the same time.
Dr. Riley de Villa is staying in her role as Toronto's top doctor, and she will keep on fighting the